Okay, this is Road to Range. Week 1 is my threshold development 8-week plan. Let's see what this week has in store. Okay, today is week 1, day 1, mile 1, the absolute beginning. I've got a 5-mile warm-up, which we're doing now, or 5-minute warm-up, which we're doing now, at around like a 10-minute pace. Then we'll do 4 miles at a low 9-minute pace, and then 5 minutes cool down. All right, here we go.
I was alone, falling free, trying my best not to forget.
It was day 1. It went pretty well. I haven't actually run since the race in Wyoming, which was like a week and a half or maybe 2 weeks ago. So bones are feeling a little rusty, and man, of course, typical Monday, woke up with just a heck of a headache, but I knew getting out here and getting this run done would just get my blood flowing and kind of remedy me of that headache, which it did. Feel a lot better now. So today was day 1. It was a 5-minute warm-up, 4 miles at a low 9-minute pace, and then a 5-minute cool down. And I came in at 9 minutes, 21 seconds. Pretty good. Okay, as you can see, it's dark. This is day 2. I usually like to run in the morning, but things happen, life happens, and it's about 9 o'clock and we're gonna get started here on day 2. So it's a 5-mile warm-up, and then it's 3 miles. 0.4 miles will be just under a 9-minute mile, and then 0.1 will be between a 6.5 minute to a 7-minute mile, somewhere in there. So we'll be going back and forth for 3 miles. Let's go.
What happened to me? What happened as I let it slip? I was confused by the powers that be.
Okay, day 3. Starting with a 5-minute warm-up again, and we'll end with a 5-minute cool down. But today's run is 3 miles. First half mile is at, let's see if I can remember, it's between 8:40 and 9:40 pace. And then it'll be a half mile at between 7 and 7:30 pace. So I'll go back and forth, half mile, until we hit 3 miles. All right, let's see how we do. Okay, day 3 done, in the books. Look how awesome it is here. All the flowers blooming on a busy road, but man, great views. This workout is awesome. It's just what I needed. I like the intervals. It really pushes me to get my heart rate up, and then trains my heart to recover within a certain amount of time, and then bumps it back up again. So it's basically like doing strength training for your heart, which is awesome. Which is what I need. So I got a 5-minute cool down. I'm gonna start jogging here about a 10-minute pace. And we're all done for the day. Okay, nice spring day here in Central Texas, 84 degrees. Today we have, it'll be a 5-minute warm up, followed by an easy 4 miles, and then a 5-minute cool down. Just easy day, easy 4 miles, here we go. So this is an easier day. The pace is anywhere from 8-minute 40 seconds to like 9-minute 40-second miles. So we'll just be cruising. Definitely just taking it easy, which is nice. It's almost like an active recovery day. But the sun's shining. It's a beautiful spring day. So I'm just gonna soak it all in. Pretty hard to beat the views of Texas in the spring. Flowers are blooming. Got a big storm off there in the distance. Just a beautiful day. Okay, good morning, Sunday. I've got a 5-minute warm up, 4-mile run at kind of a slower pace, and then a 5-minute cool down. I actually, I'm gonna double up and run today. I wasn't able to get to the one yesterday, so I'm gonna do this one this morning, and then I'll have my last run of the week this afternoon. Here we go, 5-minute warm up. Okay, week 1, day 5 complete. That was 4 miles at a kind of a steady, moderate pace. The one thing I have learned this week is your schedule is never gonna go as planned. Like this week, I was just sticking my runs kind of wherever I had time. And that's, you know, between your work schedule, your family schedule, other things you've got going on. If you could just stick your runs kind of where you can, and I know that, you know, a 3 or 4 mile run will take X amount of time. So if I have, you know, 40 minutes in the day, I just try to plug it in real fast and get it done. The goal is to get all these runs done in the morning, like right now when the weather's nice, but life happens and that's okay. I've got one more run to complete this week. I had to skip a day, just like I was saying, schedule was dictating other things. So I'm gonna cool off now, take a shower. We're gonna go to church, do some other things, and then later this evening, I'll finish out my last run of week 1. Okay, last run of the week. It's like 9:40, I think, right now. Kids are down. Like I was saying before, I try to fit these runs in where I can fit them in. So we're running in the dark. It's going to be a 5-minute warm up, and then it's going to be 3 miles at a kind of slower pace, anywhere from 8:45 to about high 9s, and then it's going to get progressively faster. 3 mile and then a 2 mile at, I'm trying to remember the times, at a 8-minute to 8:45 pace, and then 2 miles at a 7:30 to a 8-minute mile. So it's gonna be like kind of pretty slow, then a little bit faster, and then a pretty good pace at the end to finish up. So here we go, starting with the 5-minute warm up. Week 1 done. Okay, so I think for this week the biggest takeaway was, if you have a training plan like this in place, you have to be flexible. Things change, either your work schedule, your family, things come up. Unless you're a single person with no kids and no job and no life, maybe you can keep a consistent plan, but we just could not this week, and that's okay. I think the best thing is to kind of adapt and like I was saying in the video, like just plug in wherever that run could happen. So if I had like 40 minutes of free time, I put the run in, I got it done. And that's another thing, like with this training plan, that I thrive on a plan. If it was just kind of an open, I just knew I needed to run X amount of times a week, I would get lost. It would be too confusing for me. But what I love about this is, it's, say, Monday, I look at my plan and it tells me, do a 5-minute warm up, run 4 miles at this pace, and then do a 5-minute cool down. My plan's telling me exactly what to do, and it's so much easier for me. So I'm loving the plan. This week felt awesome. Like other weeks of training in the past, like last summer, I would just kind of get through those miles, and it's like I felt like I put some miles in, so that's good. But this week, with the different like threshold levels I had to hit, it's raising your heart rate, lowering your heart rate, recovering. It really felt like I was actually working out my heart, working out my lungs, and really conditioning them. And I've just felt better day after day after day. And I am proud of one thing, and that's I hit all 6 runs this week. End of week 1, on to week 2. And again, this is an 8-week training plan, so I'll have one of these videos for each one of the weeks leading through this training plan.